Today we are reacting to Rocket League Should Be Unalived by Now by Gizmo RL. This was posted about a week ago and it's popping off. I want to check it out because honestly, Rocket League should be, it should not be a thing right now. It should be forgotten. It should be long gone right now.
Despite maintaining a
it doesn't deserve
of almost
to get attention right now, dude.
Players.
It honestly doesn't.
Struggled to sustain a player base for a few months, let alone almost a decade. So
dude, Rocket League is almost a decade old. Isn't that, well, under the Rocket League title? Isn't that insane, dude?
Oh my year over year. To understand this, we have to read
old game,
2000
boomer game,
bro. Principle that the game was founded upon: make it fun first. It was these words from Psyonix's lead developer,
bro.
That would shape the company.
I do not know, like, and I'm sure a lot of people are the same way. I don't know anything about the origin of Rocket League. I obviously know like the old title, and I've seen some old gameplay. I don't know how Rocket League came to be Rocket League, you know, like how?
The team at
I don't know anything about it.
The energy and pace of a game called Unreal Tournament 2003 from Epic Games.
Oh my god, we in 2003, baby.
And skiing games and
forget 2023. We're in 2003, 20 years ago.
To Unreal Tournament. Their focus was simply making the mod fun, so the game's design was flexible. Epic Games themselves
so I'm guessing these were like the games that they kind of made before working on Rocket League.
Games offices where they would develop the mod,
like kind of their inspiration, I guess.
This simple mod became known as the Onslaught mode in Unreal Tournament 2004.
Bro, I'm gonna be real with you guys.
Popular,
I did not play any early 2000s game. Like Ratchet, maybe? That was it. That was literally it.
Now knowing how to use the new Unreal Engine 3,
I don't know
this gave
any
them
of
the
these
confidence
games.
to think bigger. They tried
Bro, it's the Octane. Bro, the Octane's looking fire, bro.
Everything, from vehicles that could shoot to cops and robbers, and eventually creating car soccer. Despite the lack of interest,
could you imagine a Rocket League cops and robbers?
Discovered their fun
Dude,
game.
like, look at this game. When is this? Did he say what year this was? It's crazy to think that, like, this was Rocket League. This is where they started. Oh my god. It reminds me of, like, Fortnite, you know? Because, like, Fortnite today looks absolutely nothing like it did, you know, whenever it started getting created, like, what, probably 15 years ago? 10 years ago? I don't even know.
Had everything. Physics, sports-like aspects, and individual competitiveness.
I also love how they kept the same, like, maps. Like, this is like Urban Central.
Acrobatic rocket-powered battle car.
Yeah, let's go.
Years, the game was considered a failure, pushing Psyonix to the brink. If they truly
dude, this is the craziest thing. Like Rocket League almost never happened. Like, this game got shit on, dude. People did not like it. Oh my god,
their
bro.
Fun game to work. This meant temporarily sacrificing their dreams of car soccer to
67 rating, did that say?
Well-rounded studio. They knew they would be back. So Psyonix built up their expertise through contract work, the majority of which being for Epic Games. And it was throughout this work that Psyonix became the masters of both vehicles and multiplayer. They knew it was now or never. Psyonix once again set out to bring
There's no game like Rocket League, man. I'll say it every day.
It available to as many people as possible. The best way to do that is make it free. However, this wasn't well received by the players. To
even seeing like the fields,
the
stadiums
really
progress
on what was best for the player, but what was best for monetizing the player. So their original vision for free-to-play was scrapped and all the systems with it. But
bro, what is this? There's a scoreboard at the top, but this is like
didn't give up. They decided
this is like free play. This is like open world. What is that?
Car soccer. It was this 10% of extra polish that would make all the difference. So a decade and a half after the phrase "make it fun first,"
2015, baby.
The release of Rocket League in July of 2015. This principle,
and it's crazy how far we've come, even from like the base of Rocket League, the title Rocket League. This is 2015. This game looks, I'm not even kidding, this game looks like an early 2000s game, even in 2015. It's crazy how far they've come, and they haven't even gone to Unreal Engine 5 yet.
Quickly became evident to the entire world.
Like, look at this
game.
Of
launch, the game sold over 1 million copies on Steam alone, and for just $20, people found the novelty of a game, which was unlike anything else.
Bro, what, my guy? Oh my god, I can tell this is 2015, my guy.
On top of the game's surprising success, players were pushing the limits of the game's skill ceiling beyond anything Psyonix ever imagined.
Yo, that was a fire redirect.
Psyonix continued to raise the skill ceiling, however, unintentionally. In February of 2016, in a seemingly basic patch, Psyonix released the Rocket Labs Arena Underpass. To improve mobility on the arena's ramps, Psyonix added a 4% mechanic. Although this change was considered so insignificant that Psyonix didn't even bother to list it in the patch notes. But it was shortly after this patch, Psyonix announced the Rocket League Championship Series, giving players a platform to showcase their...
I'm not lying when I say this. I think Rocket League has the best competitive scene out of any esport. I'm going to say it. I think Rocket League esports is literally peak esport. I'm not even kidding. The fucking fans, the way players have progressed the game through esports. Oh my god, the energy, the way it's set up, it's so good. And I don't even watch RLCS that much. and I can just tell. And the fans have such a good connection with RLCS. I went last year in 2022 to Dallas, Texas for RLCS, dude, and it was so fun. You just feel like you're part of it. It's so good, bro. I think RLCS is one of the main reasons that Rocket League is still popping right now. Like, honestly, I really do.
Skills. And not only was this a fantastic incentive for competitive players of the game, it allowed for iconic moments, rivalries, and careers to be created over time. Like a nurturing parent for their newborn child, Psyonix continued to update the game. They released a variety of
Chat, can you believe that? Rocket League updated the game. They actually kept updating the game.
DLCs, each priced to only $1.99. However, most of their content updates were free, including arenas, modes, and features. Most notably, they established new pillars for the game, like
wait, hold on. Okay, so back then, DLC cars used to be like $2. Now they're sold in packs for like $15. And I think the cars themselves are still like at least $5. Inflation, bro.
In a player-to-player trading system. And it was these new pillars that helped even the casual players establish careers of their own. Further
for reals. You guys are... Dude. I absolutely hate how they're removing trading. This is because you guys are going to lose literally a fucking portion of your literally like half of your content creators are about to leave. Dude, what are we doing?
League's popularity for the next several years. But you don't stay popular without mimicking the latest and greatest trends in the gaming industry. As in September of 2018, Psyonix released their own take on Fortnite's Battle Pass system, the Rocket Pass, which apparently worked. As into 2019, Rocket League continued to maintain a healthy Psyonix. Despite all the warning signs, nobody saw this coming. While Psyonix referred to their acquisition
and honestly, one of the best things to happen to Rocket League,
this
if not the best thing to happen to Rocket League,
long-standing friendship with Epic had essentially evolved into a marriage. Regardless, the Rocket League community entered a midlife crisis. All this happened during Fortnite Season 8, which wasn't well received by its community, leaving people with a bad taste in their mouth regarding Epic.
Bro, Season 8 was lit. What are we talking about?
Epic Games is going to kill Rocket League. It didn't take long for Epic to make their first controversial decision. In August of 2019, Epic announced crates and keys would be removed that December, taking their
you know what? Looking at drops now, I would say
would be blueprints, and you guessed it, in-store credits.
I didn't realize that we now
have a Rocket Pass, weekly challenges, and an item shop. A truly epic trinity. However, the item shop prices were far.
At first, Epic Games made literally gave the Rocket League the best update ever. Free to play, new tournaments. Well, revamped tourneys, I guess. It was so good whenever it came out. That was probably the most hyped I've ever been for Rocket League.
From reasonable
at that time.
Revealing a blueprint cost more than triple the original price of a crate. Once again, the community voiced their opinions.
That's true.
And the following year, the community didn't remain silent. Seemingly every Rocket League content creator was either making a video or tweeting that the game was dying. There was only one way Epic...
Bro, that's me. That's me and like... a lot of other content creators right now. Like, all we do is just shit on the game. All we do is just bitch and complain. Because that's all we have to do. There's nothing else to do with this game.
Justify this by fulfilling Psyonix's original vision for the game, free to play. July of 2020, Epic announced just that. That September, Rocket League was going free to play. This was the thought that...
Okay, would Rocket League be in this predicament right now if it were to never go free to play? And by predicament, I mean they're having money issues, they're focusing mainly on cosmetics, and they're barely updating the game. Because if this game wasn't free to play and it was still like, even let's say like $15 to buy, they wouldn't have to focus on making cosmetics to make money. So I don't know. I mean, I'm happy it's free to play so that more people can play it, but then it makes them make such greedy decisions, which just pushes updates away from the game, and it's so annoying, dude.
That many players had in mind during the acquisition when Psyonix said grow the game in ways we couldn't do on our own before. And the game grew, like, a lot. Anyone who maybe wanted to try this car soccer game but didn't feel like paying $20
exactly. It makes it accessible to literally anybody.
And that original sense of novelty, first discovered by thousands, over 5 years later, was exposed to millions. This was a new era of Rocket League. And in the same month, complaining that the game was dying, established Rocket League creators began racking in millions of views. Even some of the biggest names on YouTube hopped on the hype train. Not only did this open the floodgates for new players, but it offered an appeal for veteran players to return.
There's no way. That's got to be cap. 1 million? Okay, actually, maybe not. You know, I wish we still had numbers like this. Now it's just like, yeah, this playlist is like decently populated. So what? Like fucking what? Maybe 5,000 people? What does that even mean?
See what the buzz was all about. Granted, due to the game now being free, Epic had to find other ways to monetize the game. Over the years, they did follow
Best update ever.
Up their success by releasing a few different updates like arenas and modes, but their emphasis was largely on monetization via cosmetics and collaborations, like a lot of
exactly facts.
Rocket League had essentially become one big ad that's disguised.
Yes.
While Epic managed,
it's the Fortnite effect. I'm telling you.
To collaborate with some of the largest brands.
Fortnite,
in the world,
Call of Duty, Rocket League.
Frustrated as the game's focus had become almost completely one-sided. And to
Still
their credit,
is.
they at least tried different ways of advertising the game outside of collaborations, like storytelling. Storytelling had been Epic's strong suit with Fortnite.
Bro, I can tell you right now, a storyline in Rocket League would not fucking work. How the fuck would you even do that? You're gonna have us make emotional connections to fucking cars?
Which had actually followed a cohesive storyline since the game's release. But spending thousands of dollars of Psyonix's budget to create movie-level quality trailers, only for the in-game content to be a skybox change on a map that came out 5 years prior, just doesn't make any sense. And it felt forced, and the community could feel it, being just another way to promote the latest season. So a whole 7 years after Rocket League's release in December of 2022.
Like, chat, how long do you think it took them to make this fucking trailer? You know how many like actual good changes they could have made to the game instead of making this trailer? They literally could have showed, cut all this out. They could have showed this right here. That's all I needed to see. It's literally it.
5 years prior just doesn't make any sense. And it felt forced, and the community could feel it, being just another way to promote the latest season. So a whole 7 years after Rocket League's release in December of 2022, cheaters finally became a concern. Epic addressed the issue, but they didn't allow the dust to settle for too long before.
Bro, honestly, we avoided a fucking huge bullet. This could have been like literally something that broke the, like actually took down the game. Being someone that came from like Call of Duty Black Ops 3 and other Call of Duty games, like when people start hacking the game, it's an actual like, oh shit, like this could get bad. Because literally BO3 is like not even playable anymore because of hackers. Same with like Cold War and like, you know, BO2, like literally you can't even touch BO2. So I'm really happy they fixed this. Oh my God. It's still not completely fixed though.
Only weeks after over 800 layoffs, Epic announced they would be removing Rocket League's player-to-player trading system that December.
By far, I'm not like easily the worst fucking thing they could have ever done in this game. The worst update they will ever. By the time this video is going up, this is probably going, this is like December 5th will be like 2 days from now probably. By far, the worst update they will ever bring to this game. The worst. There is literally no positive to this except for them possibly earning some more money.
And just like that, another foundational pillar gone. If removing crates wasn't enough for the community to feel betrayed already, this signaled the end of the game more alarmingly than ever before. So the community is left with $25 bundles via an item shop or a battle pass with weekly challenges, you name it. The game's focus has shifted substantially since Epic Games acquired Psyonix back in 2019. To Psyonix's credit, for such a bare bones game to be maintaining almost 100 million monthly players nearly a decade after its release is nothing short of incredible. This is absolutely a testament to how refined and strong the gameplay loop and ultimately found.
Okay, hold on. I think the reason Rocket League is still going today and it's still as popular and successful as it is because the core of the game is just, it's so good that you can't, it can't die. It's kind of like Minecraft in a way. Like most players can load into Rocket League. They can, there's options, you know, you can go into casual, you can mess around in there. You can take the game seriously, go into comp, try to get as good as possible. You can go into extra game modes and either, you know, have fun in that or, you know, sweat your ass off, try to get good ranks. Even both at the same time. You can do custom games with friends. There's a lot to do in this game. The core gameplay of Rocket League is enough to keep it going forever, in my opinion. Just like Minecraft. Like you can load up a new world on Minecraft. You can do everything over again. You can do it in different ways. It's kind of like with Black Ops 3 Zombies as well. I mean, although, you know, they have a workshop system, you can actually like keep updating the game. But I think that's I think that might be like the main reason that Rocket League is still going today is because like, it's just like when you strip everything away from the game, it is still, it's fun. It's a fun game. And there's so many different things you can do on Rocket League. If we're going to, you know, improve this game, elevate it to new heights, you know, we got to do other things than fucking make Lightning McDick cosmetics, dude. It's like, it sucks,
players,
dude.
Nearly a decade after its release is nothing short of incredible. This is absolutely a testament to how
It's
refined
unbelievable.
and strong the gameplay loop and ultimately foundational principle behind the game truly is, despite being limited to the capabilities of an engine that came out in 2006, which is likely why the game hasn't seen
This is running on an engine from 2006. Oh my god.
more modes like Knockout Bash, for example. Epic Games wouldn't continue to remove features of an already bare-bones game if it wasn't a stepping stone towards something much larger like an entirely new engine. Despite their questionable decisions or mistakes, Epic has
literally, I'm not even kidding, chat. Our last hope. Possibly my last hope.
Despite their questionable decisions or mistakes, Epic has learned not only how to create a behemoth of a game and ultimately franchise, but how to sustain one as well. Around the time of player-to-player trading being removed in December of 2020.
He's already going to say it. Right whenever trading got announced that's getting removed, of course, Fortnite is getting pushed to the moon with OG Fortnite. You know, everything that they want.
3. A Rocket League racing mode is supposed to release in Fortnite. The idea of
that too.
Psyonix's creation once again becoming a side mode in one of Epic's games is pretty wild. I think it's safe to say that regardless of Epic's decision making or claims that the game is dying, the original team at Psyonix, their persistence and dedication to their fun game will continue to withstand the test of time, lasting many more years, if not decades to come. Psyonix, Epic, if you're listening, remember to make it fun first.
Dude, for real. Great video, man. I mean, yeah, it's truly just sad. I don't know what else to say.